You would have noticed some fresh faces here. Today marks the first steps towards joining the first team. Now, it can be a long road. Make them feel welcomed, yeah? Nice. All right, that's it.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on wherever you are watching in the world, and welcome to the very first episode of the brand new player career mode that we are going to be doing. As you can see on screen right now, we have Mr. Franz Berg, who is a young German centre-back. We're going to be taking Mr. Franz Berg. Now, this career mode is going to be a little bit different to what I've seen, at least what I've seen. I'm going to be doing it kind of realistic, but there's going to be steps along the way that we're going to be taking, which is going to prolong the series rather than just kind of having an 85 rated centre back within the first season. It's going to be a bit of a grind. So we have Franz Berg here, which is ironic because his last name means mountain in German. Obviously, being born in Germany in 2004 on September the 7th, Franz Berg comes from Berlin. And obviously, starting off in the Dritte Bundesliga, the team nearest Berlin, he didn't want to move too far away from his home city. So the nearest team to Berlin was Hallascher FC. They are a mid to low table team in the third Bundesliga. And we're going to be playing with this team. It's going to be quite difficult because, you know, the players aren't going to be the best compared to some of the others. But the whole aim of this save is to basically take Franz Berg back to Berlin. So we're going to be going back to Berlin, either to Union or Hertha, one of them, and win the league and possibly the Champions League as well. If we get to represent our country, phenomenal, amazing, and who knows, maybe the Euros, because I think that is next year in game, although in a couple of weeks in real, actually next week in real life. So that's the whole aim. We could go from Germany to England, to Spain to finish up in Berlin in his last seasons, or we could go straight to Berlin. That's all going to depend. But with him being, and his last name being Berg, it's kind of ironic that he's 6'7". He came out an absolute unit. He's 253 pounds as well. I'm not quite sure what that is in kg, but that means he is an absolute man mountain, which is, well, adept, because that's what his second name means, mountain. He is going to be a centre-back. He's obviously he's not obviously, he's left-footed. So I'm hoping that eventually we are played on the left. I think looking at the beginning screen, we were on the right-hand side for whatever reason. But, yeah, we're going to be a central defender. Here he is, the man himself. He is going to be changing throughout the save. So what I'm going to be doing, depending on how many months have passed and whatnot, I'll be changing facial hair on his head, styles and all sorts like that. So as time goes, maybe he gets a fuller beard. Maybe he decides just to shave it all off, grows his hair out long, shaves it short. He's going to have lots and lots and lots of different versions of himself in this save. In terms of kit, he's a very modest man, or kid, depending on however you look at it. But he has his shirt tucked in Rodri style. It's a tight fit as well, although he looks absolutely ginormous, I won't lie. He's got no tattoos as of right now, because, well, he just doesn't. Goal celebrations, I think is... Where is it? I don't actually know. Was it right at the beginning? I'm just dumb. Well, his goal celebration, anyway, is a slide and salute. Slow run up, well, hands on hips for the set pieces, and freight train, because, I mean, 6'7", you're going to be running like this, aren't you? Let's face it. So that is him. That is him there. So we are quickly going to go through the rules of this save. I will chuck something up on screen right now. So what we're going to have in this player career mode, we are going to be only able to upgrade stats and kind of things like that. Otherwise it's going to be super easy to just go from whatever rating we are now. I think it's 68. 68 rated. From that all the way kind of to like 80 fairly easily. Probably within the first couple of games of the season with preseason or whatnot. So what we're going to be doing, if we get a clean sheet, we are able to use 3 upgrade points. Clean sheets are what we need. Those are what we're going to be looking for, because those are the most important to us. And in a team that isn't going to be performing that well, I think we're going to be doing a lot of defending, so it's going to be important. So 3 points for a clean sheet, 2 points for a win where we can upgrade, 1 for a draw, 1 for a goal, 1 for an assist, 1 for a player of the match. But these could change as well, so please, if you see anything on screen that you either think should change, if we should get more points or less points, put everything in the comments, because I'll be reading it. It'll be really interesting to see if you guys kind of like this idea. But also there's going to be downgradable points. So I'm going to go through this. If we get a red card, which I hope we never will, but if we get a red card, that is going to be -3 points. To be honest, I could put it up to like -5 or even more. A yellow card is -1. Again, I could definitely put that up. It was between -5 points for a red card because it's, you know, quite severe, and -3 for a yellow, which would be quite difficult. But those are the only downgradable points I have kind of written down. And then what I'm going to be doing, if an injury occurs, so for example, if we get 3 weeks out with a muscle injury, let's just say a calf injury, 3 points will be taken from the pace category. So 1 point for every week we are injured. So if we're injured for 5 weeks, that's -5 points. If we are injured for a week, that's only -1. But on the other hand, if we're injured, I don't know, in the shoulder or in the back, and for example we can't jump as well if it's in the back, or we can't use our strength as well if it's on our shoulder, points will be taken directly from that. So if it's a back injury, let's say we go -3 on jumping for 3 weeks injury, if that makes sense. Everything it'll be easier when it happens and kind of it's taken down, like points are taken. But I think that's going to be an interesting twist to try and stay as healthy as possible and not kind of have to lose any of those points based on injuries. But you never know. So going to training this time, we can train once per week, because obviously if we train loads, it's going to get our XP up. We're going to get loads of points. It's not exactly something that we want. We want to do it naturally by playing games and not kind of super juicing ourselves to crazy status early on. So we can train once per week if we are a starter. We can train twice per week if we are a bench player, and 3 times if we are completely out of favour. So if for whatever reason we drop from sub all the way to unpicked, or whatever it's called, then we can train 3 weeks to try and get ourselves back to sub, if that makes any sense. Transfer choices will be determined by our agent, and the interest generated will be the choice if we are to leave. So for example, if we go into the if we go into the player agent screen right now, as you can see, we have renew contract with Hallascher on screen. Then we have your path, which I will not be selecting because it is going to be directly determined by our agent. Now, this could change, and I could put something like Hertha or just something crazy, because obviously that is the ultimate goal, Hertha or Union. So that could be something that I select in the path. But whatever recommendations are there, those are the types of teams that we're going to be going to, and it will be decided by people in the comments along with kind of me, if it's realistic or not, if that makes sense. So if there's somebody, I don't know, let's pick a random league in the Republic of Ireland. They want me. It doesn't really make any sense. But if somebody offers me, you know, a contract in Austria or Belgium, you know, it's a small step up, but it's a step up none the least, then maybe that's somewhere where we could be interested in going. On the flip side, we cannot move to any team that has 2 or 3, if they play at the 3-back, or if they play obviously with 2 centre-backs, we cannot move to a team with 2 or 3 better rated centre-backs than us. We will only leave the team if we leave to a club that will be playing as a first choice centre-back. So at the moment we can't move to, I don't know, Manchester City because they have, God, Guardiola, Nathan Ake, Ruben Diaz and all that stuff. But if we were to move to a Bundesliga 2 team, and we are, well, I think we're 68 rated right now, and they have a 67 and a 70 rated, we can move there because we're higher rated than the other one, which means we should theoretically start. So those are all the rules so far in terms of everything that I've got. We're going to quickly look at the league. As you see, Hallascher right there. It's a pretty decent league. It's going to be tough. Dynamo Dresden, who were the other team, and also the other one underneath those, which I don't want to butcher the pronunciation of, which I will be doing continuously in this save. But the aim of this season, I think, will be anywhere in mid-table, progress ourselves as much as possible, look to see if there are any opportunities to be moving. But yeah, that is what we are going to be doing. And I think right now we have activities. I'm not going to select this because I never know. So if we go to personality, we can kind of, or we can't actually even click. Okay, so let's go to activity then. Let's have a look at the types of personality. Again, this can have a big influence by you guys in the comments. Just put down if you think we should be going more virtuoso, maverick, or heartbeat. Again, he can change his personality depending on parts of his career. So right now, I personally am going to choose, I think, heartbeat. I don't know if that's the right decision, but I'm going to go heartbeat because I feel like he is a born leader. That's something that we want to be. We're hoping to be the captain at some point. But yeah, 50 pace, 76 physicality, 68 defending. We're not going to be really good for anything other than tackling and maybe aerial duels. But with that being said, we are going to now skip forward. Berg excited to shine for club and country. Now, as per, so we're playing Istanbulspor in the European, wow, I just said European Shield in Stadion Europa. That's what I was looking at. So the European Shield, we are going to be training because we are a sub. We can train twice per week, and those things are going to be so defending is virtuoso points. I don't know why I clicked off. So we can do passing. So we're going to do, we're going to do extreme hot potato as one of them, and then the second one we are going to be doing some defending because I think that is important to kind of get to grips with how to defend, which will be defending scenarios. So these are the two that I'm going to be choosing. I will be doing them, and I will come back after I have completed these. Alright guys, so there we are. Actually, I did it both on the first attempt. I think that might be something that I do in the future. If we do try out different kind of scenarios, I just go with whatever I get on the first try. It doesn't really matter. I could also sim them. But yeah, it's completely up to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. That would be awesome. I'm not going to do anything... Are you sure you want to quit the training hub? You will lose all training session you created but did not play. Yes, that's fine. Now, we have 6 skill points, of course. Not something that we can do or use at the moment. In pre-season, I'm not... Unless we're starting... clean sheets aren't going to matter. If we win, obviously that does draw the same goal, assist, all that stuff. But for clean sheets, because we're only as a sub, that's only going to matter when we start games. Now, we are coming on in the 57th minute as well at CDM. Okay. Somewhere where we are not used to playing. But we are. I didn't do anything in terms of traits.
Well, it certainly is. I'm sure he's going to be slightly anxious.
But here we are. First game. We are going to definitely get the pass success rate of at least 40. In terms of camera as well, please let me know if there's anything that you want me to try. And different kind of styles. For now, we are going to be playing with this one.
Well, that one has promise.
And that is a goal kick. Okay, so I also didn't mention anything about kind of play styles or anything like that. Okay, there's the first touch of the ball, nice and simple. See if we can get on the ball a little bit. Spread out left. Always want to be an option, even when we're centre back. Not going to force the ball to us too much. Ask for it if it's there.
Berg. Niklas Kreuzer.
Spread it out to the left back. Can we step up? We're holding possession really well here.
Berg. And moving the ball nicely.
Oh, it's a good turn. Unlucky Baumann. Defensive duty now. It's slightly strange because we're having to kind of play in a position that we're not used to. It's really won well.
This is looking threatening.
It's a good cross. Great header, hits the post. That was a really good move. They're trying to break now. Down this left-hand side. Jackson Kenio. Centre back, that's your man. There you go, I got you covered. I can step up. Nice. We've got to cover up the runs. Good interception. There we are. The big legs are going to be absolutely pivotal in defending. Keep the ball nice and calm. Let's show an option. Baumann plays down the right-hand side. Kreuzer. What can he do? Drives down that right-hand side. Unfortunately loses the ball. Can we get back? I was a bit hesitant. Step out of my defensive position. Can we get back? Oh, we've done really well to get back. Oh, and I've tackled my own player. Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. Great defensive work already. I did not want to call for that.
Berg.
There you go. Nice. We just keep the ball. Calm it down for a little bit. It looks like we're... There you go. Make that forward run. I tell you what, we've looked super composed in this middle of the pitch so far. As a makeshift central defensive midfielder, we've broken through, and there it is. Baumann picking up the second of the game. Really nice move. We've played some incredible football there. It's a lovely pass into Baumann. Takes it in his stride, left-footed, straight into the back of the net. That is an incredible, incredible pass. And are we still in?
So
We are
back
a
underway,
defensive
with the scoreline
midfielder.
standing at 2-0.
Whatever we can get at the moment, that is what we're going to take in terms of playing time. It does not matter where we play. They've just been tackled by each other. Oh, we could have put some pressure on. Being versatile is something that we definitely need to learn. Definitely need to learn. Step across with some cover. Nice, good defending. And for some reason that locked me on. We've lost out. Can we get back? Good block. Throws himself in the way.
Halimi.
Nice. Halimi. Crossfade. Goes to no one. Just keep the ball nice and relaxed, composed. That's what we want.
Berg.
Nothing crazy. We want the manager to pick us.
Oh, he's given the ball away.
We do our job. We do it properly.
Berg.
We've got to be a little bit more progressive. Oh, we found a little bit of space. It couldn't quite get to us. We are pressing kind of high, forcing the mistakes. Stepped up. Can we keep causing pressure? We can, forcing it to go long. Can we win a header?
There is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute.
Crossweight.
Dominic
Baumann.
Berg.
Baumann. Again. Can we carry on winning the ball? I'm off on my... There we go. I mean, that's the first game done. We came on at 1-0. We kept the clean sheet, so that is a win, which is really, really nice.
He played okay. He was solid enough, but I'm sure he'll have a bigger impact over the next couple of matches.
We got a 7.3 rating, which is super nice as well. No yellow cards, no point downgrade, no assist or goals. But that is a win, so we get to use 2 points. Looks like we'll be playing Wrexham as well, which is kind of nice. So first game, I know it was at CDM, but first game, first win under our belt. We now have 9 skill points, which is crazy. We get to use 2 of them with that win, and I think it probably... what should it go on? I mean, stand tackle's always nice, right? So that's +1. And then we're going to go with interceptions as well. So that is 2. And that is done. So in terms of personality, obviously we have a couple down here that we could realistically choose. So we have aerial, power header, anticipate, relentless, and long throw. And we started with being the heartbeat when in fact we should have been I mean, they've both got kind of stuff, haven't they? But yeah, that is going to be the end of episode number 1, guys. I know it hasn't been kind of action packed, but we got our first game under our belt. What I am going to do, because it's a player career, I can't really skip much in terms of games. That wouldn't make much sense. Is there a way that we could see our calendar? Yes. So we have, what's that, Rijspor, BV Linz, and then we're in the actual league. We're in the league after 2 games. So what I might do is I might play these off camera, both of them, and if we do get to the cup final, I will bring that in for the next episode. If we don't, then I will come back here, but I will show you every single skill point I put on, and I will not put any I won't put any personality or any traits on until I have seen people's kind of things in the comments, in the comment section below. But yeah, I think that was a good performance. Hopefully the next kind of episode will be action-packed. Also, what I could do is actually record the games, but put highlights in at the beginning of next episode. But yeah, any comments, any kind of direction, suggestions to what I could be doing with this save, the whole premise is there. If anybody has suggestions, then please put it down in the comments. That would be awesome. I want this series to be fun and enjoyable. It's something different. Centre-backs don't really tend to have player careers because it's kind of dull to watch. So maybe, you know, he could progress from being a centre-back to different kind of positions. We're learning how to be a CDM at the moment, so you never know. That could be an option where we move into defensive midfield. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, put some comments down, get really active with this video. It's going to be super important to have your guys' input as well. I want this to be enjoyable for me as well as you. So thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.